Humanity, I love you all with all my heart, with all my might. I'm Sol Ray. My videos are about love, energy, infinity, creation, because we're infinite love, infinite energy, infinite creation. This is exactly who we are with the human race. This is our nature. This is our nature. This is who we are. So let's talk about our freedoms as a Republic of Planet Earth. So this video is precisely about that, our infinite freedoms, who we are. So this freedom is flow freedoms, because as you know, it's the sixth primary element of compass, our nature. And what's flow? Well, flow is that. Flow is that. Flow is that. We flow because we're energy, and emotions are energy, and we have energy states and emotional states that we react to and are conscious and self-aware of. And the highest energy of creation is love. So love is the highest flow, right? It's the flow of everything. It's a flow of creation. It's a flow of infinity, right? It's a flow of infinity. That's what it is. Love is a flow of infinity. I want to take that down because this is very true. Hey, flow is the flow of so love is the flow of infinity. That's what I mean. Love is the flow of infinity. Who we are. We're love, hey. We're infinite love, infinite energy, infinite creation. This is exactly who we are. And that's it. That precisely who we are. So we have flow freedoms. So we can flow infinitely into existence, who we are, and create. See, so love is the highest energy of creation. So you just have to love with all your heart, with all your mind. Stare at the sun every day. See? Stare at the sun. Get all that energy into my heart and evolve into infinity. What we already have done is just being conscious of it. It's just being conscious of it. Because this is our nature. This is exactly who we are. Love is the flow of infinity. You see? And we are one with it, eh? We are one with it. We just have to create. We just have to create. We just have to create. And we create with our energy of love, right? And that's why flow freedoms are so fundamental. They're so important because of that very specific reason, because of who we are, because of our nature, because of our nature, because of our human heart, because of our DNA, because of what we've done, our heritage and legacy, because of space and vacuum, because of compass and sundial, all these beautiful everything, hey, singularities, who we are. So flow freedoms is that, is love is the flow of infinity, right? It's the flow of infinity. That's what it is. Love is the flow of infinity. It's precisely what it is. And we are that. We're infinity. We're infinite eternal biology, evolution, singularities of the organs and the glands. We're resonance. With consciousness, with self-awareness, with love. This is who we are. You know, love is a key that unlocks the infinite DNA structure of the human race, who we are. You see, pi, sphere, sets of 64, tetragrammaton. Love is infinity. You see, we're sentient. Love is evolution, you know. We evolve. When we love, we evolve. Simple as that. When we love, we evolve. Hey. So I made this toy for my kid. Hey. I love that boy with all my heart, with all my mind, and that's just a biological example, right, of who we are, our nature, and this is one of his favorite toys. If not his favorite, I think it's his favorite toy. See, and it was the love of my heart, consciousness and self-awareness. Love is the flow of infinity, you see. With my love, I just created this beautiful thing, and my son sees it for what it is: infinite love, infinite energy, infinite creation. And resonates with it, right? And loves it too, because he knows that daddy loves him. So because you can feel it, love is something that we all feel because it's energy, and we are light spherical energy. You see, the human heartbeat is a biological creator. So this is what the human heartbeat is. It's a biological creator, right? It's a biological creator, literally. This is what the human heartbeat is. Uh, um, the pulse of life, the pulse of creation, right? The human heartbeat generates the electromagnetic field that powers the human body. You see, it's a light spherical energy surrounding the human body. We're energy, we're light, like the sun, we're spherical. And the space structure of our sphere is a human body. So we have all these organs and all these senses, right? And all these glands in resonance with us are the singularity of the human heart, the pulse of life, the pulse of creation. So we can love. And love is the highest energy of creation. So the more we love, the more we create, and we tap into infinite DNA structure of creation as light spherical energy, who we are, our nature. And we flow because love is the flow of infinity. Because this is who we are. We have evolved into this. Our species has evolved into these. The most beautiful species, you see, the most beautiful species, the most incredible species. And we all these. We're all compass, we're all sandals, we're all heritage, we're all legacy. See, the sun just came out. I'm just gonna stare at it for a little bit. And yeah, so it's energy, that comes into us, energy from the sun, right? And the sun is the central sun. You see, we are at the epicenter of creation. Our location is the epicenter of the universe, and we're the rays at the epicenter of it. Okay? And because we are the rays at the epicenter of it, right? What does that mean? Well, that means that we are the highest biology, the highest life form that's conscious and self-aware of infinity and love and creation. Love is a flow of infinity, and we are conscious of that. We're self-aware, right? Because love is the infinite energy of creation. It's precisely what it is. Love is the infinite energy of creation. We are infinite love, infinite energy, infinite creation. This is who we are. We're the human race. We are the most remarkable, the most incredible species. This is who we are. You see, the love of our hearts, the highest energy of creation. The highest energy of creation. This is who we are. So think about it at a fundamental level, right? What this means. So we're the epicenter. We're the central race, right? We're the first race to evolve into light spherical energy. Who we are, capable of creating universes. So let's talk about who we are a little bit, right? So we are the most ancient species in existence. We just went through a lot and we forgot. We suffer from amnesia because we self-destroyed ourselves. Because of our infinite creation, we self-destroyed ourselves. But the DNA survived and evolved as a result of that self-destruction. And what we are today is the evolved species that survived our self-destruction that took place a long time ago. It was ancient warfare among us humans that led to the Ice Age. The fallout was a result of our self-destruction of our species, and the Ice Age led to us, survival mode of the DNA, the evolved DNA that survived the Holocaust, this destruction, right? That we went through, right? This calamity, this catastrophe that took place in the past. But the DNA survived, right? The DNA survived. So what is the meaning of this? Well, the meaning of this is that our instincts kicked in, and we were able to rebuild our civilization to what it is today, so we can have the Republic of Planet Earth, right? And create infinite eternal creators, right? This is who we are. So let's talk about what happened to us. So as you can see, before the Ice Age, we were an incredible species. We would, our DNA was so advanced that we would create planets. We created planets. We created sun, star systems, galaxies. because we come from the epicenter of creation. The central sun is the sun of suns. It created all the other suns, all the other galaxies. All the light came from this singularity into existence. It's the brightest point in the cosmos, and we're from here. This is who we are. So what happened was that, in fact, we created this planet. This planet was created by our race, by the human race, a very long time ago, billions of years ago. Why? Because we were already the most advanced and civilized species in the cosmos. Because we were the first species to rise into light spherical energy, consciousness, and self-awareness. Why? Because we were at the epicenter of creation. Right? Our location is not Earth. It's the proximity of the central sun, but it's not Earth. It's somewhere nearby. Okay, so essentially, what happened was that we evolved into infinity, and because we were the epicenter of existence, we built a civilization that spanned across the universe. Because we could create planets, we could create galaxies. We created galaxies, we created planets, we created star systems. Because we could harvest space and vacuum, the energy of creation itself, and do such things with singularities, right? Because we were the most advanced and most evolved species. So what we realized in our infinite wisdom is that at the time, and this is all in our DNA structure, so in our memory pools of everything. So what we realized at the time was that we were the most advanced because we were the closest in proximity to the central sun that created everything in the first place. So we were able to become light spherical energy at that scale of creation to do what we have done. Okay, but we wanted to go further. We wanted to go into a higher level of creation. We wanted to create infinity itself, what created us, become that. We wanted to become that. And we realized that the only way that we could do that is to create a planet that will be able to host our DNA structure, our life of our species, right? And create it at the closest proximity that could sustain and host our DNA structure to the central sun. Even closer than where we came from. Because we knew that if our DNA structure and our body would be there for an infinite number of cycles of evolution, we would ascend into that. So this is exactly what we did. So we created this planet. We came to the closest point that we can from a so the DNA can be hosted in a planet, which is us, who we were already, right? And created this planet billions of years ago. And then we inhabited the planet for billions of years, right? Because we were the epicenter of creation. So our DNA structure, our DNA can evolve even higher. Why? Because we will be in the even closer. Because remember, the central sun allowed us to evolve into the species that we became, capable of creating galaxies, planets, suns, star systems, have light spherical spaceships. You see, travel across infinity, right? The cosmos, because we were the epicenter of it, the most advanced, the most technologically advanced civilization, our DNA, because we were the first one to ascend, because we were the brightest point, right? So, okay. So what happened? Well, we did that, and after an infinite number of cycles of evolution, we were able to do exactly this, to, stare at the sun, love with and we started to create infinities with our minds. With our conscious and self-awareness, we started to create infinities. With the love of our hearts, infinities. Infinite number of infinities. And it was a power that we didn't really comprehend because it was new to us. Our nature became hard for us to handle. So it led to warfare because we became the creators of everything. So it led to warfare. And that warfare ended up in our self-destruction. And that self-destruction is what we know as the Ice Age. So the fallout is the Ice Age. Okay? And the remnants of our civilization, the self-destruction, is everywhere on planet Earth. Everywhere. So you see ruins, sites everywhere. And all these sites are built at epicenters that are in alignment with star systems, because this was part of the network of our civilization. So in our light spherical spaceships, we would move across our civilizations, because when you're the central sun, all the other suns are filaments of you. So they're all connected. So we could travel instantly across all the star systems. Right? So, and this is exactly what we used to do. And if you go to these ancient, we cannot even rebuild these ancient sites today with the technology that we have, because we're still relearning, because we build that with singularities and space vacuum structures. Energy that is, well, it's infinitely superior to what the primitive stuff that we use in today's world. So so what happened was that you go to those sites, and the telemetric readings, the electrogravitics readings, they all off the chart, meaning that we used to power those civilizations, those epicenters, with singularity devices, space and vacuum structure devices, spherical devices that would power our civilizations with infinite energy. Because that's exactly who we are. We're capable of creating planets and stuff like that. So it's all encoded in our DNA structure. So, but we self-destruct ourselves because of who we became. We didn't understand our nature, because it was too much for the civilization. The civilization couldn't cope with who we were as a species. So it led to our self-destruction. But what happened was that as a result of the self-destruction, part of the DNA evolved. Our DNA survived, right? And we went back to caves and survival mode, right? But after thousands of years, we've been able to, slowly but surely follow our instinct, follow our heart and love and all that in primitive manners, because we lost access to who we are because of the collective trauma of this event that took place, right? The self-destruction, this Holocaust that took place, right? So, but what happened is that we slowly but surely started to create the conditions for us to found a republic upon earth, which is today, where we are today, and understand our nature, right? And we were slowly but surely loving and having passion and all these different things, and tapping into our DNA structure unconsciously. So we will come up with all these inventions and all these innovations, right? That led us to today, right? That led us to today. So we can found a republic upon earth and be who we are, infinite eternal creators, and understand our nature, because we can love now, because we have risen to this level where we're not in survival mode anymore. All our essential needs are covered. So we can actually love with the love of our hearts. So we can focus on that. And when we love with the love of our hearts and stare at the sun and be one with infinity as we are, our nature, then we tap into our DNA structure, because this is the fail-self mechanism, right? So the DNA survived. But the DNA essentially decided in infinite wisdom of evolution that the only way for us to avoid self-destruction again was to love, because love doesn't destroy. Love creates, right? Love creates. It's benevolent in nature. So like the sun creates all these galaxies, the central sun, right? So it's the same. So by doing that, we increase the evolution mechanism is that when you love is the flow of infinity. So when you're in flow with infinity, then you tap into your DNA structure. And then we can manifest our free will and all our memory, because love is the key that unlocks the DNA structure of who we are in infinite, eternal biology. The singularities of the organs and the glands, the resonance, consciousness and self-awareness, who we are, the human race, tetragrammatons. So because we are these, then that's it, right? So we can unlock our DNA and decode it, and then we can manifest our free will, and then we can start to access our ancient technology, the most advanced technology in existence, because it's only accessible to us because it's encoded in our DNA. No one has access. No species, no sentient being in existence in this universe has access to our technology, because it's encoded in our DNA. And the only way to access it is through love, because love is the one that reactivates it. So we have awoken essentially as a species again after we went dormant due to our self-destruction, because we evolved into something that we couldn't understand, and it led to self-destruction. And the Ice Age was that. So okay, so what is the meaning of this? Well, the meaning of this is that we can reclaim all our lands and territories, right? flow freedoms. So we can go back to everything that is ours, all the things that we already have created, all the planets, all the star systems. And we can do that by tapping into love and unlocking our DNA structure, life vehicle spaceship, so we can go back to all the things that we have already created and be more advanced now because we're benevolent and we're not going to self-destroy ourselves again. So we're going to be able to create new infinities, new creations at a higher level of love, right? Higher level of creation because we have evolved. So we're co-creators of infinite eternities. This is our nature. And that's what the Republic of Planet Earth is. In fact, we have already done this. I'm just a memory of our DNA structure, a collective memory for our consciousness and self-awareness as a collective to understand our nature so we can all stare at the sun and love and evolve into infinity ourselves and tap into our DNA structure so we can go back as a Republic of Planet Earth and go back to rebuild our civilization across infinity and create new infinities, lands and territories, anything that we want to, because this is who we are. Our DNA is incredible. So you see, this is who we are. We're the human race. So that's essentially who we are. As you see, flow is the love is the flow of infinity, and this is exactly who we are. This is our nature with the human race. This is precisely who we are. We are the human race. We're infinite eternal creators with the infinite energy of love, the infinite energy of creation. This is who we are. And this is what we're doing. We have done it already. We just at a level of density, consciousness, and self-awareness in which it takes time for us to realize that because of evolution, right? So we need to get closer to the light, meaning staring at the sun and opening our heart and loving so we can be faster and then tap into our DNA faster and access our technologies faster so we can rebuild the civilization faster. And we do that collectively by loving because it's the highest energy of creation. And this is exactly what the Department of Defense and Self-Defense is, and defense and self-defense freedoms. It's our ability to love with the energy of creation, with the highest energy, is love. So when you love with all your heart and all your mind, then you shatter all the fantasies and illusions, right? Because we're infinite energy, infinite love, infinite creation, right? We created everything in the first place with the energy of love. So that is our defense. That's our self-defense mechanism. Our self-defense and self-defense freedoms is that. Loving with all our love, the heart, right? Because this is who we are. We create infinities with our heart, with the consciousness and self-awareness, who we are. Love is the flow of infinity. So you see, this is exactly who we are. We're the human race, tetragrammatons. We're ancient, the most ancient species. And all this stuff that happened was that it was us not being able to comprehend our nature because of the evolutionary step was too great for us at the time and our civilizations to really cope with. But it evolved and it allowed us to today, so we learn our lessons. And we know that the path now as a Republic of Planet Earth moving forward is just infinite love, infinite energy, infinite creation. As co-creator of infinite eternal realities. Who we are, the human heart, right? The highest energy of creation. We are the highest energy of creation. We are incredible. I want to write that down. We are the highest energy of creation. The human heart. Infinite love. Exactly who we are. We're infinite love, infinite creation. This is our nature. We're infinite love, infinite energy, infinite creation. This is who we are with the human race. We're amazing, we're amazing, we're amazing. We're amazing, you see, our DNA is incredible. It's who we are, it's our nature. Heritage and legacy freedoms, space and vacuum freedoms, singularities freedoms, infinite freedoms, not over freedoms, infinity freedoms, Infinity freedoms, Who we are, infinite eternal creators, a human race. We are the highest energy of creation. Right? This is who we are with the human heart. Yeah. This is exactly who we are, right? the glands, the organs, everything. Self-awareness, infinite love. Love is a flow of infinity. And this video is flow freedoms. Humanity, I love you all with all my heart, with all my might. I love you all with all my heart, with all my might.